What's going on, world dominators? You wanted to learn how to invest in world domination. You heard it was profitable, you heard it was exploitative. Well, you've come to the right place. Today we're talking about the Blackstone Group, not to be confused with BlackRock, another world domination company. This is an investment management corporation based out of New York City, the same place the BitConnect scammer is from.
Hey, hey, hey. What's up, BitConnect?
The main areas of focus for Blackstone include private equity, which is buying a business with the goal of later selling it for a profit, kind of like what you're doing right now. They invest in real estate, which I don't need to tell you how profitable real estate is. Just look at Redfin or Zillow to see how much the home prices in your area have went up in the past couple of years. Now, whether that's through property acquisition or development or management, Blackstone finds a way to profit from it. They also manage hedge funds and credit-oriented funds, in addition to providing advisory services, and even invest in infrastructure assets like transportation, energy, and utilities. I wonder what they're doing with those power lines. So they're making money on all those management fees, performance fees, transaction fees. This is a chance to get exposure to private equity. And you might be wondering, why do people need to invest in alternative investments when we have so many good stocks to choose from in the public stock market? Well, actually, from 1997 to 2022, that's 25 years, private equity actually outperformed the stock market and bond market with less volatility, delivering an annualized return of 14% compared to the market's 8%. It's also just another way to get more diversification in your portfolio. Blackstone currently controls over $1 trillion in assets under management, controlling over 12,600 real estate properties and exposure to 230 companies in their portfolio. When Blackstone converted from a partnership to a corporation back in 2019, it now made it eligible for the S&P 500. It's actually going to be added to the S&P 500 in September of 2023, which means the stock price will see a big uptick as many passive ETFs now need to buy shares of Blackstone since they're just following the S&P 500 index. It's not a fund manager actually going in and thinking Blackstone's a great company and then adding or dropping it. A lot of these ETFs just passively have to buy whatever makes up the index. Let's take a look at Blackstone using my Google spreadsheet screener. That's what Patreons get access to in addition to all my weekly trades and my full $155,000 portfolio. So we can see BX has been killing it this year, up 54%. Those are some really juicy gains, but I don't think it's anywhere close to being over. I see so much growth on the horizon once we're finally back in a bull market. It's also ballooned to a $132 billion market cap. It's unfortunately hovering around those 52-week highs. We see a blistering PE ratio of 68, but if we look at the forward PE ratio, which is used to forecast earnings into its projections, it's actually a very reasonable and respectable 19 forward PE ratio. A beta of 1.48 indicates the stock is actually quite volatile compared to the overall market. And now your favorite part is me talking about the dividends, but let's actually save that for last. Its trading volume is 117 million shares traded daily. They were actually the third most actively traded stock in the past week. That's actually how I came up with this video idea. So that means a lot of people are talking about Blackstone, and for good reason. Earnings per share these past 5 years is actually negative 2.8%, but just keep in mind their earnings are actually kind of all over the place, and this has to do with the cyclical nature of the market and aspects that they really just have no control over, whether that's the performance of their investments or real estate, what's going around the world, or other macroeconomic factors. Despite how much influence Blackstone has in the world, they still don't truly control the world just yet. Now, Blackstone won't have a traditional gross margin because they don't have a cost of goods sold since their revenue comes from services. Alright, let's take a look at those dividends. Blackstone has been paying dividends ever since their IPO in 2007. They did miss a dividend payment during the 2008 financial crisis, but they went right back to paying dividends the very next quarters, and they even paid dividends during the 2020 forced shutdowns. But you will see that Blackstone dividends are not consistent. They're all over the place, pretty sporadic, very volatile in their dividend payments. Generally over time, we can see that it does go in an upward direction, but it does come down from time to time. The last 4 dividend payments were 90 cents, 91 cents, 82 cents, and 79 cents. So really no rhyme or reason to that. Dividend payments are all over the place, and that just makes it really hard to gauge what the true dividend yield is. I'd say you can expect anywhere from around a 3% yield with Blackstone, plus or minus half a percentage point. Overall, I still think it's a great dividend company. Let's just see what analysts are saying. We have 11 buys, 3 holds, and 1 sell. So most analysts whose day-to-day job is to keep up to date with this company, they are saying it's still a good buy at these prices, and the consensus price target is 111, which is about what it's trading at today. Guys, with Blackstone, we're getting access to arguably the most successful alternate investment management firm in the world that has a great track record of returns and returning that value to its shareholders. It's got a diverse portfolio across several profitable sectors, but I want to hear your opinion on Blackstone. Does it have a place in your portfolio? Maybe that yield is too low. If you like higher yields, you might like these companies right here. Help out a small-time YouTuber by hitting that like button. My videos are always found in podcast form under the Collect Cash podcast name. I want to thank all my Patreons for making this channel possible, and I will catch you on the next one.